At the New England Aquarium, this turtle is about to undergo what's believed to be a first-of-its-kind medical procedure.
We had a green sea turtle strand that had been hit by a boat propeller, and she has a very large wound in her shell. The whole back portion of her shell has been cut in half, and the wound went all the way deep into her muscle. A few months ago, we did a surgical debridement to clean up the wound, and today we're going to be doing another surgical debridement to clean up the wound, and we're also going to be making a cast of her shell. When she first comes out of the water, we'll be giving her the injectable anesthetic agent. Then we'll be taking her for a set of x-rays to look at the wound. She'll then be brought into this room here, and we'll intubate her, which means put a tube into her trachea to keep her anesthetized. And once that's done, Dr. Turnbull will start to debride the wound and get a really good idea of what's happening in that wound. We'll follow that up with another set of x-rays to see what it looks like after she's debrided, and then hopefully we'll wake her up after that. So I think it'll go really smooth.
Fire in the hole!
X-rays are now taken, and next the turtle receives its anesthesia.
She actually is doing very well. She is in very good condition and she's eating well, but she does have an infection. She has a very high white cell count. In the wound, she currently has a bacterial infection and a fungal infection. So we are a little concerned with the anesthetic, and we're going to be very cautious and monitor her heart rate, her respirations, her temperature, and we will have a reversal agent available if we do need to reverse the anesthetic.
We used PVC last time, didn't we?
Inserting the breathing tube is not so easy. This turtle's jaws are powerful, which makes it difficult to open and requires several aquarium staff members to successfully perform the job.
We're going to be going into the wound and debriding, which means taking out dead tissue. So it's possible that it would cause her pain if she was awake. So we definitely want to make sure that she's under anesthesia so that she won't feel any pain. We also want to make sure that she stays put, because we're going to be doing several things, several different diagnostic tests, so we need her to be very still for those procedures. We have seen large turtles strand that have had scars, and it looks like they have been hit by a boat. So we know that some turtles have had the ability to heal in the wild. We're not sure if she would have healed because hers was so deep and so severe that we're not sure if she actually would have been able to heal this in the wild on her own. It was a very severe wound, and she was in pretty bad condition when she came in. She could barely even lift her head when she first stranded.
The process of making the cast now begins.
We're going to lay casting material, the same as we would put on a broken limb on a human, on her shell, and we're going to let it dry and then remove it, and then we're going to use that cast to actually make a fiberglass cast that we will put on her permanently, and we will leave that cast on her for many months in hopes that it will help repair her shell.
This rare and unusual medical procedure is a challenge to the staff at the New England Aquarium, but they're up to the task. They face all kinds of animal emergencies every day.
Anyone break it? Yeah. The top part?
The newly formed mold from which the cast is made is now completed.
We have not made a cast like this before. Dr. Randy Boudreau is helping us from Tufts Veterinary School in placing the cast on her.
What we're going to do is we've got a specially designed piece of fiberglass that we're going to use as a plate. In this case, the bone is similar to the broad surface of the shell, in which case we have to span a much wider area. What we've done is design a piece of fiberglass that covers a good portion of the back half of the turtle's shell. As far as the actual technique, it's simply a matter of drilling some holes into the fiberglass, then drilling some holes through the shell and the bone, measuring the length of the screw, and then inserting the screw and tightening it down so it brings the fiberglass right up against the shell. All right, here you go. So, there we go. All right, full speed drilling.
Okay, ready?
Yep.